Welcome to California in Focus. I'm Keegan Kernodle. California Governor Gavin Newsom touted the success of California's Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival as evidence of the state remaining the world's entertainment capital. Joining me with more on this story is the Center Square's California reporter, Kenneth Schrupp. Kenneth, can you break this down for us? It seems to be there's more to this story than just that.
Yeah, there is more than meets the eye here. On the surface, maybe it looks from pictures of Coachella that you see on Instagram that, things are going business as usual in California, but payment processing details show us that Coachella is not as rosy as it seems, and that the entire entertainment industry that California, aside from tech, really relies on is not doing very well. Let's first look at Coachella. This has been a festival going on for decades. I remember, you see people who have been going since they were in middle school. They're now in their 30s. Whether or not that's age appropriate anymore is another question entirely. But this has been a huge part of the Southern California economy for a long time. People used to buy these tickets as soon as they went on sale and then just scoop as many as they can to try to resell them later because you could reliably sell them at above their face value. That's no longer the case. Tickets are now selling for below what people purchased them. And even more concerning is that people aren't paying cash for these. They are financing these tickets overwhelmingly. 60% of general admission tickets were financed with, down payment and monthly payments. This has led some people to joke about, collateralized Coachella obligations, like from the movie scene The Big Short, where people are, buying and selling bundles of Coachella debt obligations. We saw similar concerns when all of our fast food companies started rolling out payment plans for food delivery. You can now finance your Uber Eats order. These are some concerning changes and trends in the economy that suggest there's some real weakness here, especially as it pertains to the entertainment sector in California. We just found a new report from the film industry as well.
Yeah, I saw that. It sounds like there's a massive decline in what's going on in the film industry, especially with television.
Yeah, that is true. So this new report from Film LA, which I believe manages the film credits for Los Angeles, they found that there were 18,560 television shooting days in 2021. By 2024, there were just 7,716. So that is a huge decline of almost 60% in the last 3 years. And for people who work in the entertainment industry, television is kind of the bread and butter. Of course, movies are great, but the volume of television is what helps keep all of those support staff and production staff working every day. So this decline has been extremely painful for a lot of people.
Yeah, and they touted rising prices in California, rising costs, as well as cheaper areas to go to. I know we've covered this before, but it's kind of something that California is struggling with. They're trying to fix something with these film credits, but it just doesn't seem like it's working or like it's a viable option.
Yeah, it's not. Newsom's now trying to double the film credits to hit about 35%. But the issue is other states, other countries even are offering 40%, and everything is cheaper there. When I say everything is cheaper there, I mean Rob Lowe, as we talked about maybe a few weeks ago, the star of Parks and Rec, other shows, he said it's actually cheaper to fly 100 people from California to go shoot in Ireland than it is to walk across a couple hundred feet to the next building over and shoot with those same 100 people. That's just how crazy the cost of everything is here. Even if we were to match what other countries and states are offering, there's no indication that the shooting would actually continue to take place here. It's just too expensive.
Now this is like a sign to a broader picture. You know,
Mhm.
it seems that there's more going on with the California economy than just like Coachella, the ticket sales being down. I remember going back to that 2018 or so, like it was all the rage. It would be sold out so quick.
Right.
Go back.
There are even still tickets for sale. I mean, they're not the general admission tickets, but like the VIP tickets are still for sale. You can buy them from the Coachella website. Like it's not doing it's not doing well, and it really shows weakness in the broader economy. California supposedly has had jobs growth in the last few years. A more detailed look at those numbers shows that private sector employment is down. The only reason we have jobs growth is because of the addition of a huge number of government and government-supported jobs. But what we learned is that the plurality of those jobs are from a welfare program where elderly or disabled people on taxpayer-funded healthcare can hire their family members at part-time minimum wage to help care for them, cook them meals, clean, a government contracted social worker reviews these applications and does a site visit to make sure that there's not like an egregious amount of part-time work being paid for and what the general need is. But those count as jobs. And that's what the plurality of the new added jobs are. So if you were to take out those jobs, people would have taken care of their family members anyway. We're just paying people for what they already were doing. We would not have had job growth in the state, most likely.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it also doesn't or shouldn't really count towards job growth in general.
It just manipulates the actual picture of the economy, which is that sales and corporate tax revenues are trending down, and the only thing that's up or has been up until lately is personal capital gains returns, because something like 2/3 of the economy or economic growth relies on the tech sector. So from printing a lot of money since, really since the Great Recession, we held interest rates very low for a very long time, kept printing during COVID. All of that ended up significantly increasing property and capital and stock values. And we're starting to see turbulence as the Trump administration pursues tariffs. The market has seen some drastic declines. Of course, it's come back up, but all of this could really have an impact on the capital gains that are really, until you do make the sale, they are paper gains, but a lot of people are cashing out now. So we might be able to see a bit of a one-time capital gains boost, but the rest of the economy is not looking good, and the state mostly relies on capital gains for its taxes anyway. It has one of the most volatile tax bases of any state because California likes to charge the people at the top an exorbitant amount, people at the lower end of the income spectrum just a very little amount, and the people in the middle actually end up paying quite a lot because so many people no longer really have to pay taxes, right? We have 40% of the state on Medi-Cal, which is a income defined program. So 40% of people are pretty very low income. It's not really clear how this is sustainable. So you have everyone else who is going to Coachella financing their ticket.
Yeah, and not being able to buy as many tickets, obviously, because I mean, I don't really follow Coachella, but it's going on right now, right? And the fact that tickets are
the fact that you can buy the tickets for so little just shows that people don't have money anymore. I mean, you look at even airplane tickets outside of like holiday season travel, tickets cost nothing these days. You can do round trip LA to New York for like under $200 if you want to now.
And resale on these Coachella tickets it's lower, right, than
Right.
actual.
Yeah. You're gonna lose money on your resale. Like the 3-day tickets also sell for the same for less than the 1-day passes, which I don't understand. But that just really shows you how many 3-day passes might have been overbought by AI.
People just trying to scalp tickets there and
Right,
not.
right. Yeah, like you can imagine someone might have used AI to buy like, 100 tickets and like financed all of them. Now the loans are coming due on their ticket obligations.
So they
And
got
they have to sell them at below price. Also, like if you don't sell it, then you're going to lose all your money. So I anticipate 3-day passes could, as of now of recording Thursday, April 17th, they're going to start to get really cheap.
Well, I know you're going to be keeping an eye on California, what the economy is looking like and where it's going. Listeners can keep up with this story and more at thecentersquare.com. Thank you guys for joining us.